Good morning, friends. This is Julie, and this is the video for the white group reading for day 1 and 2. This is going to be a story called Susan B. Anthony. So if you'll get out page 15 and 16 in your work packet, we'll start. This is a picture of Susan B. Anthony up top, and we're going to start by asking, does anybody know anything about Susan B. Anthony? Who was she? What did she do? Find out a little bit today. So first we're going to start with our words. Get my board here. We're going to review our key words up here, and I do want you to put these on your board for me. So you're just going to get out your whiteboard, and we're going to do, it's got a little scratch in it. I can do better. No, that one's not clean. So we're going to start with our whiteboards, and we're going to start writing the words out. First word up here says vote. V-O-T-E. Please go ahead and write that on your board for me. Vote. Where is vote? V-O-T-E. It's going to be a consonant. It's got a long vowel. It's got another consonant and a silent E. Oh my goodness, my nose always itches when I do this. If you break it down and you look at it like this, and you remember that it's that silent E that makes that O vowel long in the word vote. And vote means to, vote is a way to show a choice, as in an election. You can vote to have 5 extra minutes of recess, or you can vote for the next president. That's what it means to vote. So let's go to the next word, and this word is women. Women, right here. Let's write that down. Word is W-O-M-E-N. Consonant, vowel, consonant, vowel, consonant. Okay. Women, women. And I want to draw your attention to this E right here. This, you can see the little word and the big word right here. There's men, is that little word and the big word right there. And men, or women, means more than one. You're not talking about just one. You're talking about women. The difference between women and woman is the A or the E right here. This E makes it plural. Okay. Women are fully grown girls or females. Women, your mother and your aunt are women. Let's go to the next word. Angry. Ooh, angry. You know what angry means? That's right, angry. A-N-G-R-Y. Angry. It's going to be a short vowel, consonant. That's a blend right there. And a consonant and an E. So we've got a short vowel A, and then that blend says E. That's an E-Y. I don't know why that makes the E sound, so that word is angry, angry, angry. And angry means upset or mad. Why would these women be angry? I assume they're talking about Susan B. Anthony. Why would she be angry? We'll find out. Let's go to the next word. Rights. Rights. Let's write that one down. R-I-G-H-T-S. Okay. Blend. This makes it a plural. We've got long I and we get a consonant. Rights. And if you break that down, you see a consonant, long vowel, long I, a blend, GHT, and this S makes this right plural, makes this word plural. We're not talking about one right, we're talking about many rights. Rights. What are your rights? Let's read. Your rights are your just claims. That's what you're entitled to. You have the right to, in the Constitution, it says you have the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, which means you have the right to be happy, you have the right to try to be happy, you have the right to life, and you have the right to freedom. That's a right that we have in America. Those are listed in the Constitution, your rights, and this is the preamble to the Constitution is where that comes from. So your rights are what you're entitled to, what you should be able to do. Now, let's go back up. We talked about women, angry, rights, and vote. Now we're going to make a prediction right here. So we're going to use our clues. We're going to use our word, our title, Susan B. Anthony. We're going to use this picture. Maybe that's what she looks like. We're going to use these words, vote, women, angry, and rights, and try to guess what this story could be about. So I have a thought. I have a thought in my head what this might be about, but I want you to come up with a prediction. So I'm going to ask you to pause the video and write your prediction in here again. I said you can use your words. You can ask Mom to write it on your board for you. You tell her what you want to say. She writes it on the board and you copy it on the paper. Or if you're more comfortable, you're welcome to just draw a picture right here. So you're going to give me a prediction of what you think this story is going to be about. When you're finished, turn the video back on and we'll continue. Welcome back. Let's read the story. We're going to start right here where it says, read the story. And please follow along with me. If you want to follow along with your highlighter, that's okay. But make sure you're highlighting under the words so you can still see. The reason I'm going on top, again, I know I tell you this all the time, is so that you can see my hand. My hand doesn't block up the words. So here we go. Susan B. Anthony was born in 1820. She was a Quaker. Quakers thought that men and women were equal. Susan thought so too. When Susan lived, women were not treated the same as men. Married women could not vote. They could not own land. This made her angry. So she worked hard to help people see that women were equal to men. She fought hard for women's rights. Susan helped women get the right to vote, but she never could vote. She died in 1906. Women could not vote until 1920, so she just missed it. She just did the work that she had done so hard. A picture of Susan B. Anthony is on our $1 coins. She was the first woman to have her picture on a U.S. coin. Now, when we talk about money, I'm going to plug my computer in here while we're talking. When we looked at our coins, we noticed that one of our dollar coins, and I may have put it in your packet, was a Sacagawea coin. That was the one that was the gold color. But there's another one as well, and this one's not gold, this one's silver. This is a Susan B. I believe it's silver. This is a Susan B. Anthony coin. Somebody look that up for me and find out. That'll be some extra credit today. What color is a Susan B. Anthony dollar? So the coin that we looked at was the Sacagawea coin, but this one is a Susan B. Anthony dollar, and that they are equal to the same amount, of course, $1, just a different picture, different woman's picture. So Susan B. Anthony may have been the first woman to have her picture on a coin, but she is not the only one, because we've learned that Sacagawea also has her picture on the coin. So I've thrown in 2 extra credit points. First of all, I'd like you to tell me, if you can, if you like, you don't have to, this is extra credit. Tell me what color a Susan B. Anthony dollar is. And then also tell me who Sacagawea was. We found out today who Susan B. Anthony is. But if you can remember who Sacagawea is, write that down there on the bottom. I'll give you extra credit. Everybody loves extra credit. All right. So having said that, let's go to the next page. And we're going to turn this over and do our questions. Top says answer the questions. As always, we're going to mark our choices first and then read the question. Okay? So I think today we'll do pink, just for the fun of it. For, let's see, who are my girls in the white group? We've got Kylie, we've got Tislea. Yeah, Kylie and Tislea. It's for you, ladies. We got to go pink today. All right. So the choices are, number 1, a picture of on a U.S. coin, women owning land, letter B. Letter C is a woman who fought for women's rights, or letter D, men being equal to women. Good choices today. Let's read our question. What is most of this story about? And that's the main idea. We've been talking heavily on main ideas. So this wants to know what most of this story is about. It mentions all of these, but which one is kind of the main thing? If you were going to tell your friend and you only had 5 minutes on the phone, so you couldn't tell him everything, what would you pick? What would be the main part of this story? If you think the main idea is a picture on a U.S. coin, circle A. Women owning land, circle B. A woman who fought for women's rights, circle C. Or men being equal to women, circle D. A few minutes to end that up. And then let's go to number 2. The choices are, almost crooked to me. Letter A, to be the first woman to vote. B, equal rights for women. C, to be pictured on a U.S. coin. Or D, equal rights for Quakers. And the question says, what did Susan B. Anthony want? If you think she wanted to be the first woman to vote, circle A. If you think she wanted equal rights for women, circle B. If you think she wanted to be pictured on a U.S. coin, circle C. And if you think she wanted equal rights for Quakers, circle D. How are you doing? I bet you're doing great. I've seen some of your papers. You're doing great work. I think you're doing fabulous. Okay, so let's go to number 3, and here are our choices. A, to think like Quakers. B, to be the same. C, to want to vote. Or D, to own property. Let's read the question. What does equal mean in this story? What does equal mean in this story? Does it mean to think like Quakers? Letter A. Do you think equal means to be the same? Circle B. If you think equal means to want to vote, circle C. And if you think equal means to own property, circle D. And let's go on to number 4. Number 4 choices. A, letter A, be a Quaker. Letter B, get angry. Letter C, vote. And letter D, work hard. And here's the question for number 4. What can women do today that they could not do when Susan lived? Something that we can do now as women, but that we couldn't do when Susan B. Anthony was alive. If you think women could not be a Quaker back then, circle A. If you think that women could not get angry back then, circle B. If you think that women could not vote back then, circle C. And if you think that women could not work hard back then, circle D. You're doing great. Doing great. All right. Now, if we look down on our next section, it says, why didn't Susan B. Anthony ever vote? Back in the story, they listed a reason why she never got to vote. So what we're going to do is we're going to find some keywords. What could be a key word for this? Maybe the word didn't over here. Or maybe the word vote. Let's try looking up those key words to see if we can figure out from the text why Susan B. Anthony never got to vote. You may remember it. You remember it from the story. That's great. So let's turn this back over. Look back up in the text. And here we go. We're looking for our key words. Remember, our key words were didn't or vote. Let's skim down. Vote. There's vote. Could not vote. That might be one. Let me mark that one. Mark that one. Not vote. Couldn't vote. Did vote. Oh. Never could vote. Look right there. Could not vote. Okay. So we got about 3. We narrowed it down to about 3, and we're going to look at those again to see if we can look around those words to find the answer to our question. And remember, our question is, why could Susan B. Anthony never vote? Why did she never get to vote? So here it says, married women could not vote. No, that doesn't have anything to do with Susan B. Anthony by herself. She never could vote. Let's look around there. Susan helped women get the right to vote, but she never could vote. She died in 1906. You think that's it? I think that might be it. I think this one might be our sentence right here. Women could not vote until 1920. There's another reason right there. I want you to pick something up in here, something that we've circled in pink, the sentence that you think tells why Susan B. Anthony could not vote. I want to remind you, make sure you're using your super sentences. You're going to have an S-U-P-E-R. That's your subject, Susan B. Anthony. Your uppercase to start the sentences. Your predicate would mean something about could not vote or why she couldn't vote. Your end mark down there at the end, and this sentence has to be correct. It's okay if you copy it directly from this page, as long as you remember to write it correctly and write it in a complete sentence. So there we go. Very good. So your answer goes right in here, and it needs to be a complete sentence, a super sentence. And then we're looking down at the next part. And the next question says, write a retell of Susan B. Anthony. This is where you're pretending like you're talking to your friend, and you're going to tell your friend about the story that we just read. So you're not going to give them every word in the story because that would take too long, and then you'd be just writing the story down. But a retell is just kind of a quick, here's what happened. I want to tell you about it, but I'm not going to give you the whole thing, just a little bit, just the important parts. So you can write this in your own words. Your invented spelling is great. I've seen a lot of good invented spelling, a lot of good writing on here. Make sure when you do your invented spelling, you're sounding out those words so I can tell what you were thinking by the sound. Okay? If you would like to use your invented spelling, great. If you'd like to tell mom or dad what you would like to say, they write it on your board, you write it on your paper. That's great. That works too. If you would like to just draw it for me, that's fine. I have to be able to tell that you're talking about Susan B. Anthony and not going to the circus with your friends. So please make your drawing or your words or your sentences, your invented spelling, pertain to the story Susan B. Anthony, so that I know that you know what you just read. Okay? I'll see you next time. This is for day 1 and 2. Look a little later in the week for day 3 and 4, our next story. And until then, have a great day. Bye-bye.